What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video on Football Manager 2021. As you can see, we're back on the PC version. Very happy with that. Managed to get myself a new Mac so we can actually play this game. I was getting fed up with the phone version. I still may play the rest of the season out just so you can see how it goes, but it just wasn't for me. There's not much you can do. It's very hard to do tactical changes, and this is where I feel like we belong and we can progress and actually enjoy the game for what it is. I don't really know what I want to do, if I'm honest with you, and who I want to start with. I'm just gonna make sure the league's loaded here. So what I want to do. So we've got the main league. Well, some of the main leagues there. I'm gonna take off Scotland. I'm not fussed with that. I'll add in France, Germany, Holland. I think I'm happy with that sort of thing. And then obviously we want to pick our team. Now, the question is here, I haven't really thought about who I want to do it with. I was thinking of doing a championship save and then making them, progress and get to the top four, the prem, get promotion, all that sort of stuff, win the Champions League, blah blah blah. Or do I go further back? Or do I just start straight away at a good club? I'm not too sure. However, what I'm thinking about is actually just doing it with Brighton. Now, the reason why I want to do it with Brighton is because that is my hometown club. That is the team I support. That is the team I am a season ticket holder of. So there'll be a bit of a connection there, and I think that will give it a bit more of a realism and make it a bit more interesting because I know a lot about Brighton. I've been fans for since the day I was born. I think I've been going to games since I was about 6. So the bad old days at Withdean and how we had to try and get our new stadium and the progressions of the promotions with Gus Poyet being in charge, and since then obviously Houghton, and now with Graham Potter, and they're starting to play really good football, but maybe aren't scoring enough goals to get them up the league. And if they get a key striker, you could imagine that we'll be in a good position next year in terms of the top 10 perhaps, of a more deadly striker. So I feel like the squad at the moment is a really good squad. It's really young. It's very intriguing with the development that the game will think in some of our young players as well. So I think for me, doing this will have that realism. It will bring that passion because I want Brighton to do well in real life. So why would I not want them to do well in this game? And while managing them, and it will be quite cool to sort of maybe even invest a little bit into Graham Potter's real tactics in real life and sort of put my own spin on it. So I'm sorry that you got to watch all this load up, and I know it's not the most entertaining to watch. I could obviously do video clips and stuff, but if I'm honest with you, I just don't have the time to be able to do that. So what the plan today is just literally set up the save, get my thinking, why I'm going to be a certain team. We'll have a flip through some of the players in the squads, players that I think will be key for the season, players that I want to get rid of. Maybe we'll list a few players as well, get some offers in, and maybe try and work out a bit of a tactic. And then I'll play out pre-season and then come back for the first game of the season in the next video. And by then we may have some transfer news in terms of players in and out, so obviously I'll update you in that sense. But yeah, we're it'd be a really cool, interesting save. I think with Brighton, in real life, have a lot of potential. And I wouldn't say that even a relegation candidate. I know some people might think they are, and obviously where we were in real life this year, we were down the bottom for most of the season. But I think if you ask any Brighton fan, it was never really a scare in terms of that we wouldn't finish where we should. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I'm going to do a Brighton save, and hopefully it loads very soon so we can check this squad out and give our first press conference to our players. So I'm just going to go for the basics. I've set my character up already. It looks a little bit like me in real life, but at the same time, probably a few things I could have done. Obviously, favourite team as well is obviously Brighton, so I've added that. Just going to go for the default sort of settings here. I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, over time, things will get better. But yeah, there we go. We've joined Brighton on a 2-year contract on 43.5k a week, replacing Graham Potter. Media think we're going to finish 17th, which is interesting, so a place above relegation zone, even though we finished 15th the previous year. I would say our team's got a lot better this year with some of the players that we've got in on young talents. But it's about developing them, and obviously the culture here is to sign young players under the age of 22, so we'll again try and do that. The 5-year plan is to sign young players, develop for profit, and that's fine, do that, and then maintain a global reputation. And again, obviously, current season ones will be to avoid relegation, get to the 5th round of the FA Cup and the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, which I feel like all of it is very possible, and become an established club in the Premier League is another sort of task. So I'm just going to save this, get that all set up so we don't lose anything, and we'll flip through some of the mail here and see what they're saying. So obviously we've read this already, so we'll accept that instantly. Got a couple of long-term injuries in terms of Florian Done. He's a good player, in fact, a very good player in terms of pressing forward, but he's just out for a long time, so might be something we check out when he's back, but we'll see. And then you've got Jose Esquiedo, who in real life recently he's just been let go at the end of the season, so that'd be interesting to see. Maybe someone that we get rid of. Steven Azante, top player, very young, a lot of development in him, so something to keep an eye on. Proper is out for a while, obviously, and you've got Walton there as well, so nothing too much for them too. So yeah, we'll allow. Oh no, actually. We'll come into here and we'll have a look at the tactics that we want to play. So in real life, Brighton are very much a attacking team. And they do play with wing backs. With like a five back, so it'll be more like something like this. Maybe with a bit more, a little bit different. So maybe more like I wouldn't even say that. About this? No, not that. In real life, it does look a little bit like this, right? So I'll just confirm it and I'll switch up a little bit. So I would put for my sanity, I just want to do it like this. So what do they call that? A positive 4-2-1-2 with wing backs. Well, let's do a quick pick and just see what they put in and see what we're working with. So obviously this won't be the starting lineup. There is all these players out here as well, which I'll filter out soon enough. But with the injuries we've got, it does look like we're quite low in terms of personnel. So let me just try and put in a team that I would probably end up using. So it'd probably be Basuma and Lallana in there. You'd have Dunk, White, and Webster in there. I'll put White there. No, Webster there, White there, Dunk there, something like that. Keep Sanchez in goal. He's going to be a great keeper, long term. And then we've got some sort of other bits. I probably would like to play Trossard in here in the cam role. I think he can give you a bit of width, give him a bit of freedom. And then you've got Alexis McAllister to bring on as well, who I think does turn out to be a top player in Foot Manager, so someone to keep an eye out for. But yeah, I think overall it's a fairly solid squad. I think the attacking options could be good. I'm not sure how well Beck will do throughout this whole season. Obviously, being injury prone, he probably will pick up some injuries. And then you've obviously got some players here like Percy Tarr, who's okay, but at the same time, not too sure. So I think a striker will be something that we want to look at. We're getting rid of some of these sort of deadwood players or players that are currently injured. I think in January there would be a bit of a sell-up in terms of the squad. So yeah, in terms of strengths and weaknesses, the goalkeepers is quite a low kind of weakness. Obviously only 5.5 million in the transfer budget, which is very low, so it doesn't give us much room. So we will have to sell before we buy, which is fine, but something to think about. Don't have great tackling or marking players apparently. The squad is not good at heading, which surprised me because a lot of our team are quite tall, so okay, very interesting. So in terms of schedule, we've got 5 pre-season games here. Looks like they've gone to South Africa to play these, which is cool. Obviously, we've got the neutral one against the second team in this one, and then go to South Africa. We then have West Ham away on the first game of the season. And then have our cup game that's not been released yet in terms of schedule. And we've got Fulham, Man United, West Brom, Tottenham, Everton, Leeds. So what's that? The first one, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 games are, I would say, a few winnable but a few losable. I think you come into November, you've got a reasonably good fixture list there with Palace, Sheffield United and Newcastle. December will be hard with the Man City, Chelsea and then Arsenal fixtures. And you've got Villa and Wolves after that, and then Leicester and Liverpool. So I'd imagine a period between December and January will be very hard to pick up results. And then in the new year, in February sort of time, we should pick up some more. And then the back end of the season in April, we've got Chelsea and City, Arsenal, Villa, Leicester, all in a space of about a month and a half. So the idea is to hopefully be sort of end of March, enough points on the board to be staying up and not having to rely in April and May to pick up results. So hopefully, overall we just pick up some early points and be able to stay in the league. I just think we'll be fine either way, even if it does go to the wire. But it'd be cool to really just push on with them and a lot of the young players to sort of come out their shell and go from there. Just to give you a bit of transfer news, people want Solly March, Villa, Leeds, West Ham and Wolves. Trossard is wanted by Leicester. Morpay is wanted by West Ham. Kabromniak is wanted on loan, which I don't think we do because we haven't got much of the squad. Zakiri wants on loan. Percy Tarr is wanted by Brentford on loan. And Johan Batch is wanted by Bournemouth, Newcastle and Norwich. Okay, so I think that's going to be the end of the episode here today. It was just a run through. But let me know if you're excited for the save with Brighton and the fact that we've got the PC version back on and we're going to absolutely smash the videos out. I promise you so. I'll probably do a schedule of 1 day on, 1 day off, something like that, just because it allows me a bit more freedom. And there still will be days where I do upload daily. I don't want a sort of strict schedule as such. because I just feel like things come up, I'll be working, I'll come back late and I won't want to do a video. That's the problem at the moment. I'm not doing YouTube full time, which obviously would be sick to be able to do because just play games a day and be entertained. But it's cool. We're working hard. We'll get videos out and we'll progress from there. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Peace.